Hello and welcome. Today's story is about self respect, inner confidence, and the freedom that comes when you stop seeking approval from people who are never interested in understanding you. In the heart of a vast African savanna lived a young lion named Zain. He was strong, skilled, and respected among his pride. Yet, despite his strength, Zain carried a hidden weakness. He cared too much about what others thought of him. Whenever someone criticized him, he felt the need to explain himself. Whenever someone misunderstood him, he worked tirelessly to change their opinion. He believed that if he could just find the right words, everyone would eventually see the truth. But the more he tried, the more exhausted he became. One afternoon, after a successful hunt, Zane was carrying his meal across the grasslands when a group of jackals appeared. Their leader smirked and called out loudly, "Look at the mighty lion, always taking what he wants and calling himself noble." The others laughed. Zane immediately stopped. He explained how hard he had worked to earn his meal. He talked about protecting his pride and helping younger lions. But every explanation only encouraged more mockery. The jackals twisted his words, laughed at his efforts, and seemed to enjoy his frustration. By the time they left, Zane felt defeated. Not because they had harmed him, but because they had stolen his peace. That evening, as he sat alone beneath an acacia tree, he wondered why proving himself always felt like a battle he could never win. Seeking answers, Zane visited an old lion named Malik, known for his wisdom. After listening carefully, Malik asked, "Why do you care so much about convincing those who have already decided not to understand you?" He explained that some animals ask questions to seek truth, while others only want a reaction. If you can't tell the difference, Malik said, you'll spend your life defending yourself to people who never intended to listen. A few days later, a group of jackals again tried to provoke Zane with insults and accusations. This time, instead of arguing, he stayed calm and said nothing. The jackals waited for a reaction, but none came. Eventually, frustrated by his composure, they walked away. Over the following weeks, Zane stopped trying to correct every misunderstanding or win everyone's approval. As a result, he felt more peaceful and confident. He realized that his worth came from his values and actions, not from the opinions of others. And without a reaction to feed on, those who sought drama eventually lost interest. One evening, as the sun disappeared beyond the horizon, Malik watched Zane walk confidently across the savannah. The young lion carried himself differently now, not with arrogance, but with certainty. He had learned a lesson many spend their entire lives discovering. You do not need to attend every argument you are invited to. You do not need to explain yourself to everyone who misunderstands you. And you certainly do not need permission from others to know your worth. Maybe there are people in your life who constantly judge, criticize, or misrepresent you. Remember Zane's lesson. Let your actions speak louder than your explanations. Stay focused on living your truth instead of defending it. Because real confidence is not convincing others who you are. Real confidence is knowing who you are even when others refuse to see it. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more motivational stories and powerful life lessons. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.